So this article I read is called Tech Integration Ideas That Work. And I think this really helps with kind of like lesson planning and things like plotting out your day, for instance, using technology. So like the first part of the article it talks about is a website that you can use. It's called refdesk.com, and it gives like kind of like a current event or a thought of the day or like a discussion post. And I thought that was very interesting because I think this can help like tie in to your, you can incorporate this website right away into your lesson plan for the day. As a history teacher, if there's something going on in current events and it pops up on this website, well, now we can reference this website right away and discuss it. And I think that's very important because I think it gets the kids' brains working right away. It gets them, processing information right off the get-go. We're not dealing with this sluggish, slow tempo, maybe I can't get into the lesson kind of pace, but right away, hey, we're accessing a website and we're going to pick one of the current events or a topic that's on it, and we're going to talk about it. So it gets them using technology right away. It gets them, fired up, ready for the lesson. And we can even if there's a current event on there that you can relate to your lesson, I think it definitely helps, kickstart the entire lesson plan. And then it goes on, the article also talks about, using websites for like a thesaurus or a dictionary. And I think that's important because instead of, getting up, walking across the room, taking some time to get a book or to get the thesaurus or the dictionary, it's right at your disposal. You can integrate it right into your lesson right away using a pad or a laptop or a Google Chromebook. You have a thesaurus and a dictionary right there at your disposal that you don't need to disrupt everybody and you don't need to waste time. So I think that aspect of it is almost more of just a great time saver. It keeps the kids, focused and on task rather than, well, I'm going to walk across the room and get a book and chat with Johnny along the way or chat with Timmy or disrupt the class that way. So I think it's great to have that technology right at your disposal that you can use without disrupting everybody in the class. Again, this article also highlighted PowerPoint and Excel. I know I've talked about that before, but I feel very strongly about it, that it, like I said, it prepares you for the future. It gives great preparation in using these two programs, so I won't touch much on that. Obviously, they're going to need to use PowerPoint to present, and they're going to need Excel to keep and collect data, which is a great thing, even for teachers, to use Excel and spreadsheets and collect data throughout the year of grades or missed assignments or whatever it may be, and then you can always compare it later. So I won't touch a whole lot on PowerPoint and Excel because I know I've touched on that in a couple of my other journals before. The last thing, though, that this article touched on that I thought was very important was the use of a smartboard. And I've seen smartboards in classrooms. As a football coach, I've used a smartboard. As my field placement, she used a projector, kind of the same concept. I think I would go for more of a projector than a smartboard at times, but it's still, the smartboard is great, and the reason I believe so strongly in it is because it blends and it integrates multiple learning styles into one. So not everybody is a visual learner, and some people learn better from voice or audio, which is fine, but then there's a lot of people that don't take information really well from using audio, and this is where the projector and the smartboard comes in because it helps blend the two together. You can still teach your lesson orally while also writing and using visuals on the smartboard, which will help both styles of learning. So you're not just teaching to one specific learning style, and I think that is very important with how diverse learners are in today's age, that we integrate and we blend learning styles together. And even if you are using a smartboard or a projector or something, you can even integrate movement into the lesson by having them come up to the board and play around with it, use the digital eraser, draw on it, and then you can erase it, and you can have kids using technology that way. So I think that having a smartboard is very very important into incorporating into your lessons. And I think that by blending those learning styles, you're going to get more out of it for your students. I think this really tailors to them. This is really more student-oriented, so you can teach to different learning styles at the same time and getting maximum results, all while using, like I said, like a smartboard, using the technology in your classroom. Now, you can use a whiteboard or a chalkboard or whatever as well. That's fine, and it will get the job done. But I think, even tying back to previous articles, that the use of technology just makes it more fun. I think kids would much rather use a smartboard than go up there with a dry erase marker or just a piece of chalk and draw on the board and go back to their seats. So I think the use of the smartboard is very important in the classroom, and I think that's a very important piece of technology to help all the students take the most from all the lessons.